Hi friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Brill and I are here today to talk to you about some really awesome books that we think you might like. So happy November! Welcome to November. It's the second day in November. It's pretty chilly outside, and since we just spent all last month talking about spooky and scary books, I thought this month we will just wing it. We're not going to talk about any kind of theme with a book in particular right now. We're just going to go with some books that I think are really cool and that you might really enjoy, hopefully. So the first book is called Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. Race to the Sun. And this one is for ages 8 and up. This is a book that is one of Rick Riordan's Presents. It's a part of the Rick Riordan Presents series, which means if you're not familiar with it, Rick Riordan writes a lot of books like Percy Jackson and the Kane Chronicles that feature different kinds of mythology, Egyptian and Greek and Roman. But the ones that are in the Rick Riordan Presents are not books that he writes, but they are books that he endorses, usually because they have to do with some kind of other culture or mythology that are really exciting and are similar to Percy Jackson in that they feature mythology and they're about adventure and excitement, and that's pretty much why. So this one in particular is one of my absolute favorites, Race to the Sun, because it features something that you don't really see a whole lot, and that is Navajo mythology. Rebecca Roanhorse is an indigenous author who is up and coming. She has a few books out that are absolutely amazing. This is, I believe, her first book for children, and it is so good. So it is about this girl named Nizohi and her brother Mac, and Nizohi can actually see monsters. It's the seeker ability that she has. And her and her brother are roped into this rescue mission, which also involves a series of trials. Ooh, it's really good. I absolutely recommend this, even if just for the fact that it features Navajo mythology written by an indigenous author, and that is just something we need a lot more of today. But even aside from that, this book is amazing. It's a wonderful adventure. It's super fun. The characters are great, and I highly recommend this. That is Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. You know, I said there was no theme for today, but now that I'm thinking about the books I chose, they actually all do fall within Rick Riordan Presents. This is another one from Rick Riordan Presents, and it's called Sal and Gabby Break the Universe by Carlos Hernandez. This is the first book, and the second one is actually out now, and it's also really good, but I'm going to talk about this one for today. And this is also for ages 8 and up. And Sal and Gabby are two kids at school who are enemies, who quickly become friends. Sal is a magician, and he actually can use his skills to conjure things out of nothing, or so you think. But the time and space that he's messing with to use this power puts the world in grave danger. So it's up to Sal and Gabby to try to fix it. This book is absolutely so much fun. It's an adventure and it's exciting, but it's also, I think, one of the funnier books in the Rick Riordan Presents series. This book features a friendship, it features adventure, it features a documentary about wedgies, it has Cuban food in it. This book has a lot of things, and it's all over the place, but totally in a good way. It's really enjoyable, and I highly recommend it. Sal and Gabby Break the Universe. And the next book I'm going to talk about is actually a newer book that I'm really excited about, and it's called Paulo, Santiago and the River of Tears. Look at that cool cover. And it's by Tehlor Mejia, another author who is up and coming. She's written some young adult books that are really good, and I think this is her first book for a younger crowd. Also a Rick Riordan Presents for ages 8 and up. And this book features Mexican-American mythology and Latinx folklore, which is really cool. So it starts out with Paulo and her friends who are told to never go near the river, especially because one of their classmates drowned there last year. But Paulo's mother has another reason for not wanting her to go to the river, and that is because of the story of La Llorona. this wailing ghost woman who haunts the place. Paula doesn't really listen to her. She thinks she's kind of, silly with believing in this folklore. But one of her friends goes missing when they're supposed to meet near the river to do some stargazing. Oh boy. So it's up to Paulo to save her. This is another book that's really, really good. The writing is just so awesome. It draws you in and doesn't let you go until the very last page. This is going to be part of a series. I'm not sure when the second book is coming out because this is fairly new. But absolutely fantastic. Highly, highly recommend. Super fun book. Paulo, Santiago, and the River of Tears. Well, those are the books that we have for you today, friends. I hope they sound really cool. If so, please feel free to put them on hold and you can pick them up during our curbside service hours. Or if you want to just come in and grab them, then you can do that and say hi to us. We'd love that too. So either way, these books are all available at the Farmington Community Library. So please feel free to come in and check them out. Thank you so much, friends, and have a great rest of your day.